One reviewer has described our first music guest's latest offering as a richly colourful, fat surprise of an album, while another says it is like no other and the songs crack the pavement with lyrical stealth. Wow. Now, the music critics are referring to Zimbabwean-born virtuoso guitarist Tony Cox's new album titled Enormous Flowers. The singer-songwriter joins us now to tell us more about his project, which he describes the songs on it as dark, funny, whimsical, and a few are political in nature. Mr. Cox, good morning. Thank you very much for coming to Morning Live.
Good morning, sir.
It's always a pleasure to have you here. When somebody describes an album like songs crack the pavement with lyrical stealth, when you are designing, when you're putting this music, when you're creating, clearly you're not thinking of songs that crack the pavement with lyrical stealth.
Well, I think he got that from the basic thrust of the name of the album, which is Enormous Flowers, and the cover of the album is a pavement with a tiny flower growing up through the crack. You see, so that's where he gets that from.
Why Enormous Flowers?
I like that idea of, you know, I was looking at this little flower growing up out of the concrete, and I thought, well, you know, what guts this little flower has got, you know, to grow up out of that concrete to get its sustenance from a little bit of earth in that crack, you know. And I thought it's a nice metaphor for the rest of us, you know, to not give up.
Where must you, and I'm looking at the cover now, where must you be creatively, and where are you to notice things like that? That you're getting, that you can see the meaning of things like that.
Oh hell, I don't know. It just sort of pops into my head, you know. It's I guess I look for metaphor in the world outside, you know.
Where's Tony Cox at with this album, Enormous Flowers? Where are you? Are you at peace? Are you creatively at peace, or are you still searching?
No, I'm a restless bugger, man. You know, this album is a complete sea change for me, because all my other work has been instrumental with a few songs dotted here, there, you know. But I've always gone in for the instrumental, always the guitar, the focus on the guitar. And this time around with Enormous Flowers, I decided I was going to focus on the song and just pay respect to the song and not worry too much about the guitar parts. Just build the harmony around the song. Focus will be the song. You know.
I can only imagine that when you apply that, it's a little bit challenging, number one, and number two, at any point was it uncomfortable for you? Was it like, because this album, when you put the guitar down, which you're known for, and then you're going into the singer-songwriter space a lot more, did you find it challenging?
I didn't, and I'll tell you why. Because when I started out, I was singing songs and writing.
So you've gone back.
I've done this.
Yeah.
I've done this, and it's taken like 30, 40 years to do that.
Wow.
You know.
So what do you sing about? What do you want the listener? What is the journey you want them to go on?
I sing about the things that I perceive in my life and my environment and our social condition as South Africans. So you know, the songs range very widely, from satirical songs, political, to poverty, to vigilante mobs. It's all in there somewhere. Because
the first single, House of Parliament Blues, have been received quite well.
Yes, our people love that, and we're gonna do you a version just now.
When we get to your stage, do you still fret about reviews? Are you still in that space where it's important what other people think of your music, or have you made are you at peace with the fact that some people love Tony Cox and others will have to get used to you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, I've never been one to be derailed by negative criticism. It's something that as a creative person you have to live with. Some people, you're their cup of tea, and other people you're just not. You know?
Where can people get the album?
You can get the album online, and you can get the physical album from bandcamp.com. So right throughout all the platforms, iTunes, Amazon. It's there.
Always a pleasure talking to you. Virtuoso, guitarist, singer, songwriter Tony Cox speaking to us about his latest album titled Enormous Flowers, which has been described as a beanstalk that reaches into heavenly dimensions. I'm loving the words this morning. Stay tuned to Morning Live to hear more from this virtuoso. We're taking a break.